All right, what's up, everybody? I got Nova. We're just out here walking around. I want to practice some recalls with her, so we're out in the yard to hopefully get her distracted by some stuff. But anyways, I just wanted to do a little review and show you guys all the different exercises that we've been teaching her, what she's learned so far, just as like an overview of training, just going over everything in one video so you guys don't have to be hunting videos for specific information. So we'll see if she maybe goes potty. It looks like she is gonna go potty here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video. We'll be back after she goes potty. Good job, bud. Good job going potty. Nova, sit. Very nice. Yes. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Very good, yes. All right, guys. So, she understands that I say her name. Why are you rolling? Why are you rolling? You crazy dog? Sit. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Trying to get this thing away from your eye. Sit. She's crazy. You guys know. Sit. Sit. I'm just grabbing her collar, and basically I'm not letting her move until she stops being crazy. No. Get your paw off. No, you crazy dog. Get your paw off. Okay. Now I can do what I need to do. Get that out of her face, and then I let her go. Goodbye. Psycho rogue. Anyways, so one of the things that I'm gonna do, she's gonna leave. I'm gonna go ahead and do some recalls. So she's floundering, running around. Nova, come. Yes. Okay. And so this is the first step. One thing that you can't do is you can't tell your dog anything if she's not paying attention to you. So one of the first things I always establish is engagement. So is she looking at me when I'm talking to her? Is she coming when I call her? This is the first level of communication that I always establish first. For example, if I was taking her to a park we've never been to, or even a park we have been to. Oh, good girl. Sorry about the plane. Either way, I'm going to start with the name game. So I'm going to start with calling her name and getting her to pay attention to me. So once this plane passes, we'll go ahead and do it again. Let's see. Make some distance. She noticed me. Darn it. Go away. But you guys get the gist. I'm always going to establish engagement first. So I'm going to use my recall and my leash to make her pay attention to me. All right, let's see. Nova. Yes. Super. Okay. Nova, come. Yes. All right. Now, the next thing that she understands is like her basic obedience commands. Sit and down. So for the next step, I'm going to grab her leash. Right? And she understands that I say her name and then I give her something to do. I give her information. So if she's not looking at me and not paying attention to me, I'll always say her name first. Nova, good girl, sit. Good girl, good sit. Nice work, good girl. Yes. Okay. Good job, buddy. Same thing with the down. Nova, good girl, down. Yes, good girl. So she understands that if she's a good girl, down. Okay, down. Good girl. Okay, so that was something great. Down. So that's something I want to talk about. Her sits and her downs and her go place has an implied stay. So if she doesn't stay, you have to let her know that what she's doing wasn't the right decision. So you guys saw there, first I said down, and she didn't go back down. So I had to go up another level to communicate with her that choice of getting up and leaving wasn't right. So I gave her a little correction. You guys saw that? It was a little pop on the leash. It's not anything big. She's a puppy. So you guys aren't going to be correcting her super hard or anything, but you do want to be correcting her enough so that she understands that you don't want her to do what she just did. She showed some understanding, so I'm going to go ahead and release her. Okay, so So what she showed right there was that I asked her for a command. She thought she should get up. I told her, with my leash and my voice, not to get up. And she showed me some understanding there afterwards because she laid back down. Now she's chewing on something here. That's okay. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just going to call her. Nova. Yes. Sit. Get her mind off of it. If she's ever chewing on something you don't want her to chew on, you can trade her for food. She'll always trade you for a little piece of hot dog or a piece of kibble. So what I would do is if she's got a rock or she's got something, call her first. Have her bring the thing to you. Because what you don't want her to do is have something and run away. So that's the sit and that's the down. It's that simple. You tell her something to do. If she doesn't do it, you have to communicate with your leash whether she's right or wrong. If she's right, then you give her food, you give her pets, you give her love. If she's wrong, you have to have a way to let her know. So whether that is a voice correction followed up by a leash correction or just to the leash correction, whatever you guys see is fit depending on what she's doing. You just have to follow through and let her know what's right and wrong. You're basically just having a conversation here. You're not gonna be just do it, right? You're gonna be like, hey buddy, go ahead and do this. And she's gonna be like, okay, I got you guys. Like, as long as you're clear, she will understand. So she's onto something again. Nova, come. Okay, good girl. She dropped it by the time she got to me. Sit. Sit. So instead of having her lay down, since we're out in the grass, I'm gonna have her sit. Yes. So that she's not tempted by the things on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and let her grab that kibble, but then I'm gonna make sure she sits back up. Nova, sit. Good girl. So that's basically the rules. Same thing with the recall. I say her name one time. If she doesn't come, sit. Come on. Up, sit. Good girl. If she doesn't come after the first time, I'm going and I'm grabbing the end of her leash and I'm making a little correction and I'm telling her come again. What does that show her? A, I'm not going to repeat myself and you don't want to make me repeat myself. So come on the first call. The second thing that it does is it lets her know, oh wow, like she's not joking. Like, I have to listen, and it gives my words more value. So if you guys can continue just being consistent in this following up, making her do it, in the end of all of our interactions, she's a good girl and she's done the right thing. So in the end of this interaction, she sat down for a long time while I talked to the camera, and she's a good girl. Okay, come on. We're gonna head inside and I'm gonna explain the place one more time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out there. See you guys then. All right, guys, so we're inside now. Same thing with the place bed. You say her name, you give her the command, and then you give her a chance to do it. If she doesn't do it, you give her a little pop on her leash and you tell her to do it again. It's very simple. You're not in a rush. You're not trying to demand or like yell at her or scream at her. It's just having a conversation. So let me show you guys here. Nova, she looks at me. Go place. I walk over and I point to it. I'm always going to do whatever I need to do to make her successful. So if this is a new place bed and she's never seen it before, I'm going to give her more help. I'm going to pat on it. I might even throw kibble on it. Yes, good place for her, just to entice her to get on it better and quicker. But this is a place that she's very comfortable with, so I just told her to go there. Now I'm going to step back and I'm going to give her a chance to show me some understanding here. You guys are going to have to do this to make sure that she fully understands what you guys want her to do. So I dropped the leash. I'm going to trust her and her training. I know that if she gets off that I can make her go back, so it's no big deal. And she's showing some really good understanding here, that she's just content on sitting here and not leaving, which is what I want. So this is great. I'm going to go ahead and treat her here. She did a great job. Yes. But the same rules would apply if she got off with the sit and the down outside and the recall. If she didn't come, I was going to give her a little pop. If she gets off a place before I tell her that she can, I'm going to give her a pop and tell her to go back. As long as you guys can keep this simple communication going, where when she's a good girl and she gets pets and food. And when she's not a good girl, you just tell her how to be a good girl. You guys will be very successful. And then when she comes back for big girl training, it'll be so quick. We can get her off leash and everything will be all set and ready to go. So I hope everything makes sense. She's doing a great job. I'm just going to see if she'll get off so she can give me an opportunity to show you guys what I would do to make her go back. But we're going to do all this stuff in person in our go home lesson. So let's go ahead and set that up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. The more time we get to practice at our lesson, the better. So if you have any questions now that'll clarify some stuff, please feel free to ask. I'm open to you guys. So we will see you in the next video, and hopefully we will see you soon. Hopefully Monday, I believe. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Bye. All right, guys. As far as the bells go, here's where we're at with that. Touch the bells. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Waiting on her to see. Yes. Good touch. Good girl. Yes. Good touch. So once, yes. Good girl. Yes. Nice job. Yes. Good touch. Yes. Good girl. Okay, all done. Nova, go place. So that's amazing. So I've made my bell super positive. Tomorrow I'm just gonna get into her head that touching the bells will make the door open. If you guys have any questions about that, go ahead and ask. We will talk about this at the lesson though. All right.